Hey guys, Zombie Denise here, and I am back from theater. We went and saw, my sister and I went and saw Killer Joe at Big Idea Theater off of Del Paso. It's 1616 Del Paso in Sacramento. It's right off of Arden, you know, go the other direction from the mall. Anyway, great theater, fantastic, cute little thing. Absolutely loved it. It was very intimate. Really, really liked it. This play just, it was like everything you wanted in a play. It was funny and it was, like kind of like sobering and gut wrenching, and there was horror, and you just amazing, amazing. The best show I've ever been to, hands down, best show I've ever been to. This cast, fantastic. Definitely great chemistry. Um, the show was about this family who, they don't have any. The son wants he's in trouble. He owes this guy some money, so he comes up with this plan to have this guy, Killer Joe, kill his mom for the insurance money, and it's all fucked up. The whole thing is fucked up, fucked up. Their family in Texas, they live in a trailer park. The whole theater, like the stage, is just the trailer park. So everything happens within in this one trailer. So they've got a couch and the TV, and everything's with this TV. It's got like the rabbit ears with the foil on it, and it's hilarious. There's like a ZZ Top poster. And all they're doing is drinking beer the entire time. And eating KFC, great. So but it was 2 hours. It was a 15-minute intermission. The people, you went from like the first act, it was, kind of funny, you're like, oh God, he's really gonna like have his mom whacked for insurance money, like really? And the dad and the stepmom are all in on it, and because they the daughter's supposed to get the money, so that's they're trying to keep her out of it, and she sleepwalks, and then she comes back in, and she's like, so you're gonna have mom killed? Really? Wow. Okay. Like they're all like totally okay with having someone killed for insurance money. So it was kind of crazy. So it's really funny. You're like, oh, okay, it was crazy fucked up family lives in a trailer park, and then it takes like a completely totally sobering, like bam, sober, like this this guy, Killer Joe, the family doesn't have money to pay him, obviously, because that's why they need the insurance money. So he takes a retainer out and gets to sleep with the daughter, and you're like, what? So it was like creepy. Like you're like, you really, this dad is this dad and this brother and his stepmom are like okay with, okay, we'll kind of like sell you my daughter, sister, to, collateral. What? And so there's this whole scene where, she's taking off her clothes and she's putting on this dress. And I remember when before the play started, I was talking to my sister, and I'm like, oh, by the way, like, oh, it just occurred to me, there's nudity in this thing. And, I haven't been to many plays with nudity. I've never been to one like this. Because, like, the first scene, there's an ass. You're like, wow, Because this mom comes into the door, the son's beating on the door, and, the stepmom comes up and opens the door, and he's like, holy shit, because, she doesn't have any pants on. And he's like, why would you answer the door that way? And, she's like, I didn't know who it was. And it's like, well, what makes that right to answer your clothes, answer the door with no clothes on? It was really funny. So, my sister and I were totally joking about that on the way home. But, the back to the second part, or the first act right before the intermission, is just really like, holy crap, sobering. and there's actually it's a full packed house. It sold out. The two people that sat in front of me never came back, and I wasn't sure if it was because they didn't realize that it wasn't over, that we had still like another hour, or if it was just too much, because it really was like, wow, wow. So because it does make you uncomfortable. You're like, whoa, I don't know about that. That's kind of crazy. I've never been to a show like this before. And then I mean, the second act, it's still you're laughing, but there's just so much like violence and people. The son gets all beat up because he owes these guys money, and so he comes in and he's all just bleeding all over the place, and you know fantastic show, just fantastic. But there's obviously the mom gets whacked. They're gonna go to a funeral, and the stepmom is she's at the kitchen table. This is like my favorite scene. She's at the kitchen table, and everyone's arguing, and she's putting lotion on her legs. She got a little short dress and putting lotion on her legs and everything. Then she takes out like the old school perfume bottle with the little poof poof pump, and she's doing this on her legs, and we're in the audience, we're all watching it going, what the hell is this woman doing? Because she's like spraying her cooch. You're like, what the fuck is she doing? And the husband, who's played by my friend Wade, says, I don't know the exact line, but he was like, as soon as you're done fumigating the gates of hell, we're gonna go. And I was just like, died. Fumigating the gates of hell is my new freaking quote. Hell yeah, Wade. That was fantastic. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Loved this show. Like I said, there's only 2 dates left. Tomorrow, which is Friday, and Saturday. And then the show is over. I got to talk to my buddy Wade after the show a little bit. Just a little bit. Wish we could have hung out some more, but my sister was totally hungry, and there was plenty of people that, want everyone's attention. So, totally fine. Wade, we are hanging out soon. So, but he was telling me that he just he felt that it's like, is this show really over? And I don't know if I'm happy or sad about it, because like obviously that it's taxing. There's so many like super deep issues in this, and then you're watching it, and my sister and I on the way home were talking about this, and like you're thinking about like just little things that were said during the show that you're like, well, does that mean that was the sister like the one that she was sold pretty much, is she like, was she molested by her brother? I don't know. I mean, there was some scenes in there you're like, well, was this happened, or is this like really the connections you're making that just, it's disturbing. Totally disturbing. You're like, this family is fucked up. Disturbing. So, but fantastic. Absolutely loved it. Definitely gonna go to this theater troupe again, because they're awesome, and a lot of my friends are there. I'm like, yay, you guys have found a home. It's very fantastic. There's Henry V. It's like a Henry V, Shakespeare and zombies, the life and undead times of Henry V. I think that was the title. That one's out in July, so July. Yeah, July. I'm definitely gonna go see that, because I'm all about zombies and Shakespeare, and zombies, Shakespeare together, fantastic. But yeah, so you definitely have to check this place out if you guys are theater fans and you live in the Sacramento area. Hell, even if you don't live in the Sacramento area, check these guys out. They're fantastic. Great place. Everybody's really friendly. Fantastic. Love the little intimate atmosphere. It was great. So, and whoever did all the lighting and the sound stuff, you guys rock. So, yeah. So this is Zombie Denise telling you go see Killer Joe. I wish I had seen it earlier, so I could have given you more chance to go see it, but 2 more days. So I don't know if they're sold out or not. So check it out. Go to their website. I will post a link down here. Check it out. Killer Joe. Big Big Idea Theater off of Del Paso in Sacramento. Zabadidis is hungry because my food's sitting over here, and so I'm gonna go eat. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.